Hi, guys! Oh, wait. Hi, everybody. I have to do that for Lori because she's gone.
Yes, having fun in England.
I'm kind of wondering if we're going to see her again. I think she may be having lots of fun, and I'm not sure if she may be coming back. I don't know. She might live. Where's the place they're going for?
Just the Downton Abbey.
Yeah, and you know what? She's probably just gonna live there. She'll just wear her clothes all the time and see Downton Abbey. I don't know what is that called.
Highclere Castle, isn't it?
That's right.
Okay.
So Lori probably will be living in Highclere Castle from now on.
You can find her there.
It was nice knowing you, Lori.
Oh, we don't have too much going on. We have our regular programming that's happening, and then we're planning for fall. It just feels like we finally got a moment, but not really. Like we get like a, but let's jump on it again because we've got to get ready for fall.
I still got to get the newsletter turned in. That will happen
Today.
I said that yesterday too, and then we found a couple things they needed to change.
Always happens. Like
last minute changes.
We edit it like probably like 10 times before we send it.
And we will still find something in it because, or something will change. Right after I send it off and they're starting to print, we'll be like, oh, no, we need to change that. And then,
yeah. So yeah, we're getting ready for the fall. We've got tons of, I got 3 pages worth of stuff.
Computer classes. We have so many computer classes this quarter.
They've been asking for them a lot. And we've got some great computer volunteers that teach all the classes and instruct and facilitate all of that, as well as just tech help. So thank you, all of you guys. You do an amazing job, and you really help out the community because they really want to know about computer stuff right now.
Well, okay, what can you do now without having to go on your phone or on the computer?
There's an app for everything.
You go to the grocery store and you want to get the discount?
You gotta get on the app.
Yes, like Fred Meyer's, like the coupons are digital now.
Well, that's how
you
Safeway is.
Get on there and you have to be able to navigate it. So,
well, it's like Starbucks. You get extra points if you use their app.
And you can get their really cute cups. They're really
cute. You save up enough
now.
Points. Oh my goodness, they are.
I know. You walk by them, and I may or may not have an addiction to the cup. You walk by and you're like, oh, I need that one. And then you're like, oh, don't have enough points. I can't get it because, I can't drop like, what are they, $20?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can't drop that on a cup, so. If you have any spare points, I'll meet you at Safeway.
They normally do like the seasonal games, and that's how I get all my little extra points, because I sit there and I play the little games.
I never get the points, though. You always get points. I never get anything. I don't understand.
I know that one time it was like 2 cups in like a matter of like 2 months I brought home, and that's like, how much coffee are you drinking? I'm like, I'm playing the game.
I know, I have a few. And then when I'm like, oh my goodness, there's such a cute cup at Starbucks, Ashton's like, you don't need another cup. Like, you can't even use the ones you have. You can never have too many. I'm just saying, they're so cute. You could display them.
Mm-hmm.
I should just display them.
You should.
Yeah. I'm going to have to bring my plants to the office now that Duncan is jumping. Yeah.
But your snake plant's doing better now. It was dying for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't really like it in here. I don't know. It's hard to please. And if anybody has any tips or tricks to keep your cat off of the kitchen counter, please let me know.
Oh, I got nothing. Curls on mine like every day. I have to spray mine every day.
Please don't Windex, Carl. Windex. Carl,
I have to disinfect it every morning because he sleeps in different little spots, and you get these little pile of fur where he laid.
Well, I had succulents all in the window, and then I had one of my plants that cats cannot have. So all of that stuff I had to move because now that he's figured out he can jump up there, you know, I squirted him with the water bottle, not Windex.
I think Carl likes the dishwasher though, the heat from it, because we turn the dishwasher on every night, and so he sits like right when I go to bed, I'll turn it on, and he will just curl up right there, right on top of the dishwasher, and I think he gets all the steam from it.
That makes sense. And well, do you know? I don't know if this is true or not. My oldest told me, Ashton, that cats' fur is not to keep them warm. It's more to protect their skin from like the sun or something. Mm-hmm. So really, they get cold easier than like, you know, dogs, their fur is more to keep them warm. Don't get a sweater. I bet he wouldn't wear it. I put on, he would fall over because it's funny. I got a new little harness for him, and it's like the vest type. Because, you know, we had the other one that was like collar. Well, I got the vest. I put it on, and he goes, and falls over. Like he can't stand up in the harness. And so I sit him up, and he's like, and he's just over, and he's like trying to get it off. And
there's some that like him. There's some that like Jerry. Never ever like having anything on him. I think the first year we had him, we had this little tiny pumpkin outfit for him. It did not last more than like 2 minutes because he just tore it right on up.
Bob would be so cute.
Bob loves his sweaters. Bob has to wear his sweaters.
Bella wears sweaters. My dog that I had, you know, that's no longer here, but she wears sweaters. Duncan just falls over. Like he can't move with even the vest on. I'm like,
we're going to try Carl this year because my mom and dad sent us a sweater for Carl because Bob got a new sweater. So if Bob gets a new sweater, Carl's going to get a new sweater too.
We should get the little hat. The little hat. I put Leslie this cute little knitted frog hat.
That is cute.
Let's try to put it on Carl.
He is so easygoing. He probably sits there long enough for you to take a picture and then they're like, okay, are we done?
Duncan's not. Duncan's like the cat from HE double hockey stick. Sometimes. So I don't know. Like he'll be really like nice for 2 seconds in the morning because he's hungry, and then he attacks you, and then you're like, hey, I don't know what happened.
I do have a funny story about a cat though this morning. So I had taken this morning off because Matt had a doctor's appointment. Well, Bob and Dolly and I, we went on a walk around the neighborhood. Well, there's this black cat that lives like 3 blocks over from us. And when she comes up sometimes in the neighborhood, and then he confuses you, like, oh, is that Carl? You're like, Carl! Oh, nice. So he lives like three blocks over. Well, Bob's walking by, and this cat's like crouching down to his mean face, looking at him. And Bob's like kind of backing up, you know, like, chill, man, chill.
Definitely not Carl. Definitely not Carl.
Poor Bob. He probably said, oh, that's Carl. No, that's not Carl.
What about the one your Apple thing said that Carl was like, and you went running?
I went running on Labor Day. And my Apple ID, I have one for Carl hooked to my phone. Well, okay. So I ended up running around my route, and all of a sudden my phone like just starts going ding, 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 ding. And it says that I lost Carl. So I start sprinting because he said he was like 5 blocks down from where I was at. And I get back home, Carl's sleeping on the couch. I'm like, seriously? So technology is not always that great. Other news to talk about, we've got our school supply drive coming up. That'll end on September 30th, so it's still going, not coming up, sorry guys. So we've got our school supply drive going till September 30th, and our Toys for Tots starts October 1st. And then we have a Halloween blood drive on October 14th. So if you want to sign up and donate blood, we'll be having the Red Cross here October 14th, Friday from 10 to 3. So give me a call, or you can, as we talked about technology, use your blood donor app on your phone, and you can sign up that way. It's getting all
phone is just ringing.
So you had something funny today. A
Okay,
couple things,
I
actually.
have a couple things. So, first, we haven't done the 3 table thing in a while.
No, we haven't.
But, because there hasn't really been anything funny.
No, there hasn't.
We found something funny. I don't know who put this card on there, because this is probably one of the funniest cards that I've seen for a while. And let me read it to you. Love means never having to take a taxi to our colonoscopy. I sure do love the crap out of you. Happy anniversary. This is the best card ever. Ever. Then I got thinking, I'm going to have to take a taxi. One time.
I'll come get you.
Okay. Because I don't have a significant other to take me. So I'm like, I'm going to be the taxi person. I mean, I don't know, unless somebody's around.
I'll come pick you up. That's okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to be that person with the taxi and just having that done.
Friendship means picking you up from your colonoscopy.
We should take a card. That would be good. And then the second thing, when you are just down and in a funky mood and you're like, I was kind of like that this morning. Somebody donated this little book up here, and we happened to be going through the stack because we weren't sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what it was. She didn't know what it was. So we looked through the stuff. Well, there's this little book in here, and this guy's name is Jack
Felicity?
Yeah. Okay, this may be a children's book.
He actually writes a lot of children's books. I really want to find that when I lost my hippopotamus. That one sounds pretty funny.
I read this. I had tears in my eyes because I was laughing so much, and this book makes. I was so, wasn't
You
it?
were.
And somebody walked. I read the whole book out front. It was great.
Yes, she did. Each one.
I went through and made sure I read them all, and then I forgot one, so I had to read it. And Mike and Leslie were like, "Yay, great!" Hang on, I have to put this apparently. Sorry.
So yes, she read this, but I told her it's okay because she listens to my dad jokes that, I can listen to her really bad points, but it's okay. But it made her happy, and that was her happy moment for this morning. So thank you, whoever donated that book. And then, funny story, I don't know if you guys saw, on Monday, there was a sighting of a cougar at Randall Park. And thank you, Joanne, for the text again. It was really funny. So I was just about to lay my youngest down for a nap, and I was kind of flipping through my Facebook news, and it popped up that a cougar was in Randall Park. Not 10 seconds later, Joanne Lundberg sends me a text, "Don't go to Randall Park, there's a cougar there."
That's scary.
Yes, so it is scary, and it's not a funny thing. The funny thing about it, though, are the comments that people were putting on Facebook. That's the funny part.
That is the funny part. Yeah, the cat part. That's scary that it would wander.
That it was in town. But then yesterday I sent you the animal rescue had said that a dog was had a big you saw in the picture, had a big gash on its hind leg out from a big cat, and it was down by McClure. So this kitty is still on a loose. But you look.
I googled the radius this morning to see what their their hunting radius is. And it's 50 to 150 square miles.
That's a lot of range.
Yes.
And if you're hungry.
That's the thing. If they're hungry, fall's coming, and then winter's coming, and if they're trying to find something to eat, and then somebody wrote on there that, is this the time that the moms are sending off
the babies
to be on their own? And this is the other thing, is we keep expanding out and out.
Yeah,
out, and we're getting in their territory. You feel bad for them because it's like
they're losing their space.
They are losing their space, and they are just trying to eat, and they're trying to hunt. And I think something I read on there was once they find food, even if they're relocated, like now, that just can't really be corrected, for them to go into town. And so somebody said they don't relocate because of that. So I don't know. And I don't know if they relocate and they put it in another one's territory.
What happens with that?
Yeah. So it's sad for the cougar because,
So
really,
be on the lookout.
to survive.
No, nobody said they spotted it since then, but that was just yesterday. So that's a scary dog. So just keep an eye out. Any
They like to go
bright
fishing.
eyes in the trees.
Yeah.
They're large kitties. They're not here to.
But if you read, like after you sent me that, and you started reading the comments.
Oh, they
comments
ridiculous.
The comments made you laugh.
And to make more sense, if people don't know, a woman, probably older than like in her 50s, you would say, 50s or older, that looks for younger men is called a cougar. So if you don't know that, there's the lingo going there.
Yeah.
So some of them say better luck next time, and it's got Betty White's face. Oh gosh. And then there was tons and tons of cougar gifs all over to one that says, I love younger men. Sorry, all that was just my mom. Poor mom.
I know. Her mom's probably like,
thanks for that comment, honey.
I know. Her secret's out now.
And then one says they're usually out around 10 a.m. walking their small dogs.
Oh my gosh. Oh, cracking me up, but
my first instinct would be, aw, then run. They usually like to walk around there with their grandkids.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, it's or one says it's my pet.
Yeah, no, thank you. That would be you'd be a meal for that pet.
Or leave the cat alone. Justin for the cat.
I know.
I feel bad. I don't want the cat to be shot, but seriously, I don't want it to hurt anybody either.
I know. And like I said, it is sad. Wild animals trying to survive, losing their territory, and they're just trying to go where there's food. So yeah. Hopefully they find it though before it gets a small child or
a dog or something.
Yeah.
A small dog child, or they found a chicken coop somewhere probably.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of those around town.
Yes, there is. So hopefully they keep posting updates on there.
I would hope so. They said though that they looked 4 hours on Monday. They never found it, and then yesterday was the first of like something got my dog, and it was big enough to not be like, oh, a skunk or raccoon.
That was a big mark.
Yeah, it was probably like that big on his hind leg.
Yeah,
and
that was clear down. Like, poor dog.
So watch out for your animals. Make sure they're safe.
Grandkids, cats.
Yep.
You have chickens.
Yeah. They probably would love some tasty birds.
I'm sure they would. Some of those cats get big too.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they can get big.
So yeah, they didn't say how big it was. It was just that they had spotted it, so they didn't say large, small, baby, whatever. But one of our participants, Megan, her and her significant other, so they went there on that day, and there was the cop sitting there with his gun, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get back in the car." She was done, but she said all the ducks and the geese in the park were in the pond. They were nowhere on the grass like they normally are.
Well, then, is there, somebody has said, I don't know if this is true, that if there is a cougar around, sometimes, like, there is a smell that goes with them, like, they have some kinds of strong smell. I don't know if that's all the time, or maybe a certain time of year, but I don't even know if that's true or not, but somebody said, like, there's, like, this odor that you can smell sometimes. I don't know. Never had an experience with one, so.
I haven't either. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I don't really want to.
Yeah, they say like if you have a jacket, you should pop it up and make yourself look bigger. Again, I don't know if that's true. I read that online, so
That's what red pandas do.
Yeah, they just can't make yourself look big.
But if they're trying to like fight each other, the two red pandas, like to make themselves look bigger, the whole world look big.
Mm-hmm. And if you have kids, like you should put them on pot because it makes you look bigger. Like, and plus, you know. I mean, Jackson's so big, I can't even lift him on my shoulders. I feel like,
oh, I can get Dolly. Steve or Vince, no, we're really pushing it.
yeah, no.
You get, you know, just stand and put your arms up.
Okay. Yep.
Oh. Other than that, that's about all my stuff I have today. I feel like
it's a quick show. We don't really have much right now.
the bunker night's coming up on the 20th. So sign up for that if you want to come down. It's $10 to $15 gift that you would bring in an appetizer, night of bunko and laughter and fun. So come check it out. Should be a good night. That's our last real big one though for September, and then we'll hit fall.
So you know what? That just made me think of something. So the bazaar is full. It's full. There's no spaces left. I'm doing a waiting list. If you were a vendor last year and you didn't sign up last year, I mean, you have the opportunity.
I'm not sure I understand.
You can't go to the bazaar.
I'm sorry, Siri, you're not invited.
I know. She just doesn't understand. So I'm sorry if you didn't get on. I've had a couple people who, you know, they didn't sign up during the bazaar and now they want on there. So it is full. Just give us your name and number. I've already got to pull a couple people off the waiting list. So
when it gets closer to, you end up having to fill spots quickly.
I do. It never fails. I always get a couple cancellations. Or sometimes I have no shows. I mean, we have had where somebody just can't come in and something happens. So
life happens. Sometimes things change. That's just like the trips. Like people will look at the wait list and they'll go, no, I don't really want to go on it because it's a lot. And it's like, you really don't know. Like when you get all the way to that time of when you're actually going, people might have things already planned, or they could have, you know, surgeries that they maybe need that were emergency, or their health's not doing good. You never know. You can sign up for something in January, and by November, you might not be in a good place.
That's right. You never know.
So get on the waiting list if you want to for the bazaar or trip. Yeah, so be on the lookout. We'll be getting those newsletters out probably if the next couple weeks we'll have them out.
Yeah, well, you'll probably receive them the last week of this month.
Yeah. Well, I hope you have a happy Wednesday. I really forgot to get my holidays. I don't know where they're right now. They're in my pile of whatnot over there. Yeah.
We'll get them.
Lori should be here next week. She'll be back from England, Scotland. Well, we don't know. She might stay in here, High Clear Castle.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. She is enjoying it.
So they did get to see what Nessie, the lockbit monster. That was cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, we hope you guys have a happy Wednesday and a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye guys.
Thanks for watching Chat Face with the Harman Center Girls. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Like or share as well. Have a great day.